What is going on, guys? It's your man with the tips, BreakingKarma, and today we're going to go over once again an in-depth look at fast hands. If you have ever watched part 1 and 2 of this little series, you would have discovered that fast hands does not work on all weapons. If you are curious to see what fast hands and Quickdraw does on individual assault rifles and SMGs, I invite you to watch part 1 and 2 after this video. For now, we're going to go over LMGs and snipers and what fast hands and Quickdraw does on each weapon. Now, you may ask, why would you want to have fast hands on your snipers? Well, I know many of you who watch this video like to quickscope, and usually anyone who quickscopes sprints, even though it's better to completely stop first. Now, fast hands on light machine guns could also be questioned, as most of the time, you're not actually running around with them. But if you're like me and just don't have the patience to sit around in a corner or a window, this is some good info to take with you in game. I also go over Quickdraw and how much it decreases your pull-up time, so this could be good for the people who do like to sit around with light machine guns. I'm using Sony Vegas Pro 13, using frame-by-frame milliseconds to measure the time. And like I said in my last videos, so it don't sound too confusing, 1000 milliseconds is equal to 1 second. So 250 milliseconds is equal to a quarter of a second, just to clarify. Okay, enough about that. Let's do this. Okay, first off, we're going to go get into snipers and their ADS time, their aim down sights time. The snipers are very unfortunate when it comes to using fast hands because it does not work on any of them at all. And since there isn't a quick draw to counter fast hands working by itself, leaving fast hands off the snipers is extremely recommended, as they do nothing for your ADS time. As I said before, if you're quick scoping, it is better to stop, aim, and then shoot than it is to sprint, aim. So the only real tip I can give you with the snipers is to leave your fast hands off. Let's get into light machine guns. Light machine guns have an up and down feel to them in ADS time. Sometimes fast hands works and sometimes it doesn't. Let's first look at the BRM and what it does. The BRM with nothing on it is 350 milliseconds, which is slow because you know it's light machine gun. Fast hands on it by itself while sprinting is 337 milliseconds. Quick draw sitting still is 267 milliseconds, and if you put both on, it's going to be 267 milliseconds as well, so no bonus with it, but you can still sit and run around with it. Very good to have on both. I would put fast hands and quick draw on the BRM. Let's get into the next one. The Dingo and the BRM are pretty similar. They look pretty similar, and they even have the same sights and everything, but what about ADS time? Are they the same? Let's take a look. The Dingo, nothing on it, is 334 milliseconds, which is faster than the BRM. However, putting fast hands on by itself is 334 milliseconds, which means that fast hands doesn't work by itself. It would have the same amount of ADS time as the BRM if the BRM had fast hands on it. With quick draw, it's going to be 267 milliseconds. Both while sprinting, it's still going to be 267 milliseconds, which means there's no bonus. But like I said, if you put both on, you can run around and sit still and still have that same amount of pull-up speed. Let's look at the next one. The Gorgon is that weapon that is 2 shots to kill that drives you insane if someone is sitting with it, or it makes you happy in low places if you were sitting with it. What happens if you run with it though? Let's take a look. The Gorgon, nothing on it, is 567 milliseconds. That is a lot. That is over half a second. With fast hands on, it does bring it down considerably though to 500 milliseconds. With quick draw on sitting still, it's 461 milliseconds. Both fast hands and quick draw on while sitting, you get 450 milliseconds. That is over 117 millisecond drop putting both on while sprinting. So it is definitely worth it to put both these guys on, put both fast hands and quick draw on this Gorgon. Even though it only takes 2 shots to kill, you're going to be beast if you put both these on, so I recommend it. Let's go on to the last one. If you shoot all 6 bullets of the dredge into an enemy, it is guaranteed to kill. So you must know how you can do this faster than your enemy. Let's take a look. The dredge with nothing on it, doing nothing, is 351 milliseconds if you're just aiming. Fast hands on it, guess what? Does it again, does nothing for the dredge. Fast hands by itself does nothing, 351 milliseconds as well. With quick draw on sitting still, you're getting 284 milliseconds in your pull-up time. If you put both on though while sprinting, you get 284 milliseconds. So like I said, it is better to run fast hands and quick draw on any of these LMGs. I went over all of them. It is better to put both on. That way you can always sit still and always run and still have the same amount of pull-up speed. Okay guys, that is all I have to say about the LMGs and the snipers. I was going to do shotguns, but most of you probably don't even ADS with shotguns, so I doubt that info would even be helpful. And speaking of helpful, I hope you found this info helpful to figure out what attachments and perks to equip next time you use light machine guns and or snipers. If you guys can do me a huge favor and drop a big fat like on the video, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're new and like to see more of what I can offer, sub it, dub it, subscribe of course. Until next time, guys, good luck, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.